And welcome to the Power Pod Show. My name's Robert Winston, and I'm here with Elliot Park. Elliot, welcome to the show, mate.
Cheers, Vinay. Good to be here, mate.
Thank you very much. So, Elliot, you're a 23-year-old defender, mate. You've come across the Laurimar last year. Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your local footy career in the lead up to you coming across the Laurimar?
Yes, I just played footy back home for the old Lismore Dairy Demons.
Okay.
Just pretty basic country footy.
Yep.
Then made the move down to the Hampden League, had a year at Camperdown.
Yep.
And then obviously moved up here for work and ventured across Laurimar last year. So had a run up here too.
Okay. Now you've been voted in as vice captain this pre-season, mate. How does it feel as the process was being voted in by all your peers, so all the players under you? So how does it feel to be voted in as vice captain for season 218?
It's I don't know, a bit of a privilege probably. Not something I expected, or you don't go out to pick up these sort of things or anything like that. But if the boys back me in, then I'll give it a crack and see what happens. So it's just something that we've got a pretty good group of leaders together. So
okay.
I'm sure we can share the load and get the job done.
Okay, cool. And tell me a little bit about your own personal pre-season. Leading up 2017 into 2018, and how are you feeling ahead of the game against Penton Hill come round 2 as we had the bye last weekend?
Pre-season's been pretty good. It's been pretty solid with Sherms at the helm, but I've enjoyed it. As I said before, there's a really good group of guys here, and it's been good fun. Probably enjoyed a few too many beers over summer, but that's all right. And keen as mustard to get out and
cool.
And have a crack against Penton Hill. So,
all right, that's fantastic to hear. And just tell me some of your goals for season 2018, both personal and team goals.
Get a kick would be the first one.
Okay, get a kick. That'd be that's always good.
But I think as a team, just going from last year, we won 2 games to this year having a completely fresh team and a massive sort of bunch of new blokes in. I think just to for a start off to get 4 or 5 wins on the board, and then hopefully we can push for finals. And if we can make the finals, see what happens. Anything's possible from there.
Yeah, that's a fantastic goal. And what will be the biggest challenge as a leader, as you're part of a 6-man leadership group for the upcoming season?
That's a good question. Probably just making sure that we get around all the boys and just make sure I have a positive influence on the other boys and the younger fellas. There's a massive contingent of young blokes coming through the ranks, so helping out as much as I can with them and just going about our business, playing footy.
Okay. Well, thanks for that. And now the final part of this interview, Pikey, is we're going to do Winnows Top 10.
Yeah, rightio.
So I'm just going to fire 10 questions at you and just give me a little brief answer, mate. So,
yeah, righto.
Winnows Top 10. Favourite AFL team?
The Bombers.
Bombers. Sporting idol?
Probably Jim Steins.
Jim Steins?
Yep.
That's a good answer. Favourite food?
You can't go past the Palmer, can you?
Palmer, yeah. Pint of Palmer at the pub, always good.
Palmer.
What's in your footy bag?
Spepro Jocks, towel, deodorant, mouthguard, and usually some headphones, listen to a few tunes.
Awesome, good answer. Favourite piece of clothing and why?
Shit. Probably me Jocks. They keep everything in place.
Fantastic. Star sign?
Gemini.
You have to think about that one. Favourite holiday spot?
I'll probably Port Fairy. Down on the coast.
Yep. Is that Ballerine?
Nah.
That's the other side.
The other side,
yeah, all good. In your dream round of golf, which 3 people would you play with and why?
Probably got to go Grant Sampson.
Yep.
Bradley Deed. And we better chuck Minnie in there. And Grant, just because he's a good bloke. Brad, because he's probably going to bring beers. and Minnie, because he can actually play golf, and he might teach me a thing or two one day.
Bit of a professional, the old Mini.
Yeah, well, he thinks he is.
He thinks he is. That's always good. Biggest risk you've ever taken, Al?
Probably moving to Melbourne. Yeah, lost my job back home and bit the bullet. Moved from the country to the big smoke, and
Okay.
yeah.
Good answer. And last question. Where would you go out on a spectacular night? So, like, a big night, what pub would you go to?
It'd have to be the Laurimar Footy Club, wouldn't it?
Laurimar Footy Club.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Enjoy a CC or 15.
Oh, yeah. So those boys enjoy a party, do they?
Yeah, we don't mind a beer.
Okay, cool. Good answer. Thanks, Al, for joining me on the Laurimar Power Footy Show, mate. Thank you. Cheers, mate. And welcome to the Laurimar Power Show. I'm here with senior coach of the Laurimar Footy Club, Justin Sherman. Welcome, Justin.
Hey, Winno, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Look, it's been a long pre-season. We're finally here. I was a little bit disappointed we had the bye last week. Tell me how you're feeling leading into the first opening game of round 2 against Penton Hill.
I'm as relaxed as I can be at the moment, mate. I think, it's going to be a good test for our boys on the weekend. We've had, an arduous 5-month pre-season for this moment. So we're really looking forward to it. We're embracing the challenge and just can't wait to get stuck into it now on Saturday.
Okay. Now, I understand that you went and saw the first senior game of Penton Hill last week. Can you tell me a little bit about what you saw from Penton Hill and what are you expecting from them and how we're going to combat whatever they're going to throw at the Laurimar Footy Club come Saturday?
Yeah, I just think we just need to be a good contested footy team early. We know Penton Hill's a very good side, so we just need to match it with them early and then from there just play our brand of footy, mate. Take the game on and, high risk, high reward and try and hit the scoreboard and put some scoreboard pressure on early, and hopefully should dictate the end result. We would think if we can do that for 120 minutes, hopefully it'll give us a good chance.
So we'll go to Winnows top 10s, Sherm.
Yeah, mate.
All right, so I'm just going to fire 10 questions at you and just answer them as we go along.
Sure thing, mate.
Okay. Favourite AFL team?
The D's, mate.
D's?
Yeah, Melbourne Demons.
Surprising answer. Sporting ideal?
It's probably a tough one, but I like Ronaldo, mate. Just pure talent.
Okay, no. Simple. Favourite food?
Thai food, mate. Love Thai food.
Thai food, always good. What's in your footy bag?
Probably a change up as of now, mate. It used to be footy gear, but now it's now it's just on my coaching stuff. So my books, my folders, all my whiteboard markers, which is as I said, a bit of a change up, but something I'm enjoying.
Awesome. Favourite piece of clothing and why?
Definitely a hoodie, mate. I'm a winter man, growing up in Tassie and -2 degrees. So yeah, definitely a hoodie and Uggies man at home, mate.
Poor bloke you are. Star sign?
Aquarius, mate.
Aquarius?
Yep.
Favourite holiday spot?
Probably Thailand.
Thailand?
Yep.
Always good and down Thailand. In your dream round of golf, which 3 people would you play with and why?
Probably LeBron James. Ronaldo and probably Ricky Ponting.
Ricky Ponting.
Yeah.
Okay. Biggest risk you've taken, Shermo?
It was probably leaving home at a young age, I reckon. When I got drafted, I reckon that's a big risk within itself. So going away from family and friends, and found that really hard in the first 12 months when I was playing footy. And
last question, where would you go out on a spectacular night out? Pubs, clubs, etc.
Yeah, I actually remember a time I went out in Queensland on a boat, and it was a cruise at night overlooking the Brisbane River, and it had a restaurant on the boat. It was just magic. I remember seeing the Story Bridge all lit up at night, and it was pretty picturesque. So yeah, something like that. I think a cruise at night and having a few Coronas, mate, overlooking the city, you can't beat that.
Fantastic, Sherm. And last question, Sherm. How are you feeling as a senior coach going into your first game? What are the feelings like after a big pre-season and getting to know all the boys and also uniting the boys? Because we've had quite a lot of special guests come down here, and you can tell the playing group's really playing for the coach this season. So how does that all feel? And how's it feeling? 2 days out from the actual game against Penton Hill.
I think it's definitely a really real process. It's a process I've thoroughly enjoyed because I've got a great bunch of blokes that I'm working with, and I think that always helps, mate. When you've got great bunch of blokes, and they suck it up like a sponge, and they really listen to everything that you say, and then they just buy in and commit to everything that we want to stand for, with our standards and values, and who we want to be as a footy club. And I stand here as a proud coach, and at the moment you get judged by your win-loss. We know that, and as I said this week, we're just really looking forward, embracing the challenge, and bring on Saturday. Can't come quick enough, mate. So we're just looking forward to it.
All right, thanks, Sherm, and keep tuning on the Power Podcast.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Sherm. Cheers. Thanks, mate. And welcome to the Power Podcast. And I'm joined with the reserves coach of the Laurimar Footy Club, Shanna Davidson. Shanna,
how you going, mate?
Good, mate. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, Shannon, it's been a long pre-season. How are you feeling? How you feeling? It's your second year of coach of the reserves. How you feeling coming into a new season? And what have you seen the pre-season that gives you good anticipation for the season upcoming?
Yeah, well, like you said, mate, it has been a long pre-season, and the excitement around this year, as opposed to last year, was the excitement of getting a club up and running, and we had a lot of good numbers in the reserves. But this year, I think we've generally got some real excitement about winning games, and a real, just a real excitement to be able to actually be competitive in. I'm confident to be competitive in all games. Yep. We've had a good influx of good players, and a great attitude from the existing boys that are still here. So it's so it's a lot more exciting in a different way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've come across as a coach of the reserves last year. Can you just tell the viewers out there, tell me a little bit more about your coaching / playing career at a younger age, through the ranks, and how you ended up at Laurimar?
I grew up in Reservoir, and
good old Reza.
Yeah, the old Reza, and played junior club was Reservoir Lakeside, and I spent the under-18s with the Northern Knights. It was the first year of the under-18 competition. Went from the under-19s to the under-18s. And then I went to Preston and played some VFA footy. Played some senior footy down there. And then went back to Lakeys. And then spent a couple of years there. Then went to Laylaw in '97. And so won the Divi 1 flag with the Bloods in '98. Okay. Which is a pretty big highlight. And retired in '07, and we moved into Laurimar, into the area in 2009. Okay. And just through the love of footy, I've always wanted to get involved. Once the senior club got involved, it started up and running, and it's been great ever since.
Okay, fantastic. And look, obviously we struggled last year. 2 wins for the seniors, and I think 2 wins for the reserves last year. Considering a lot of the signings over the pre-season, a lot of players coming from Division 1 and Division 2 clubs, what are your expectations of our Shermo as far as the seniors go? But as a reserve squad, what's the amount of wins, or what are you looking to get out of the season? Is
not so much, personally, not so much probably win-loss ratios or anything like that, but more just the competitiveness of the reserves this year as opposed to last year. We were competitive in some games last year, to probably only for a quarter and a half. But this year we've actually got a lot more footballers as opposed to players, just foundation players.
Going through the motions, etc.
Yeah, just wanting to be involved, which is great. But this year it's I'm confident that we're actually a fair dinkum reserves team, which is going to be competitive and having a crack every game. So, mate, the sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit.
Yep.
All right, Shan. Thanks for all that. Windows top 10.
Yep.
Favourite AFL team?
Melbourne Demons. Bang.
The new Richmond. I'm joking. Sporting idol?
Gary Avicenna.
Favourite food?
Parmigiana.
We've had a couple of Parmas tonight already. What's in your footy bag, mate? Might have changed over the years since the playing days.
About 4 mouth guards.
4 mouth guards?
Yeah.
Like just
teeth knocked out, so I had to change them a couple of times.
Targeting your head.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's all right. A favourite piece of clothing and why?
Boxer shorts. They're just so comfortable. Tight boxers.
Must be a 90s thing, mate. Boxers aren't comfy at all. Your star sign, Shan?
Pisces.
Pisces?
Yeah.
Favourite holiday spot?
Tawonga, which is in country northwest Victoria, northeast Victoria.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, beautiful spot up there.
In your dream round of golf, which 3 people would you play with and why?
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Boxer, yeah.
Yep. He's favourite boxer of all time.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, if he was real.
Jesus Christ, if he's real, so you're a non-believer.
Yeah, I'm a non-believer, but
Fair enough. Anyway, that's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
We won't go down that path. And who else would you?
And Robbie Williams, because I reckon he'd have some ripper stories.
Robbie Williams. Oh yeah, he would. Let me entertain you. Biggest risk you've ever taken, Shan?
Oh goodness, getting married.
Getting married? Yeah, I think
It was a calculated risk. Though.
Calculated
It's
risk.
worked out really well. Got
Worked
3
out well?
beautiful kids. Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And obviously she's the better half, yeah?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yep. Always the way. And last question, Shan, where would you go out on a spectacular night? Pubs, clubs around Melbourne, overseas?
Oh goodness. Madison Square Garden to watch
LA.
Triple G boxing.
Okay, so yeah, you're a big boxing fan.
Big boxing fan,
fair enough.
So Triple G, defending a world title at Madison Square Garden would be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic answer. Well, thanks for joining the Laurimar Power Footy Show. And
worries,
best of luck for season 2018.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
mate.